Good morning, you guys. It is I, Becca Lori Hector here, and I feel like I'm on location. That's what it feels like right now. It is 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday, and as usual, we are doing Growing Gratitude, which is my attempt to grow the gratitude in my life by very publicly and very weekly talking about the things that I'm grateful for, no matter how crappy my week was. Yay! And my hope is that I will set an example for you guys, and you too will have some gratitude in your life and start to grow it, which would be great. Oh, yay, Morgan. Good morning. Thank you so much. I love this view. It's a great view. Actually, I'm blocking the one pretty thing in it, which is the mountain. But yes, I come to you on location because you guys, I have stuff to talk about, but also it's food truck day. So as you can see behind, we are finally in the food truck on a Sunday. So finally, the reason for our doing gratitude at 8 in the morning has revealed itself just in time for me to stop working in the food truck. But anyway, here we are doing our gratitude. And so we're here today, and I have so many things to talk about, but I feel like first of all, you can hear all the cars, and I'm sorry about that. Slightly distracting to me as well. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about kind of just what's going on in my life, and I guess the gratitudes will unfold as I talk about it. Because I feel like we're having a little secret meeting here today, and I feel like I kind of want to whisper my gratitudes to you a little bit because I just feel like they're so big. And what's going on in my life right now is so transformative and so big. I feel like if I talk out loud or say it too loudly out loud, the universe will take it away or something will happen, or I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Well, you probably know exactly what I'm saying. So, morning, Nancy. Yeah, so let's talk about it. So on last Tuesday, right? The last Tuesday edition of Being Back Alive, I kind of let you guys know and last gratitude what was up, right? And what's going on in my life. And so I do officially begin at the vet's office on Tuesday. And I can now share the official other news with you guys because it is now official. So Antonio and I have had a lot of success in the food truck. He's been in his spot, right? I mean, not to say that we haven't had fights and there haven't been struggles. Morning, Joe. And that we haven't, had rough spots going through it. Obviously, you guys just remember how many rough spots we had. But even that, it's still like the universe is saying, but keep going. I've got your back. I've got your back. I've got your back. And finally, I've sort of been waiting, right? Morning, CV. It's felt like a lot of waiting for the last, I want to say year. I'm going to say about 1.5 years. And I've just been waiting for the dam to break, right? Like I've been manifesting and working really hard and staying focused and making aligned decisions and all the things that I'm supposed to do and taking care of myself and doing my routines, my morning and night routines and all of those things, right? But it was just not breaking. It was just like this constant chugging along, right? And now it broke, you guys. It finally is broken. And so what I want to share with you guys, I'm going to actually do the nauseous thing. So hold your eyeballs for a second while I get this around. But okay. So can you guys see that? Oh, there we go. That's a great shot. Do you see that building right there? In the bottom half of this building that we are looking at is a coffee shop. It's like a Starbucks, but a really good country one with not Starbucks coffee in it. And Antonio and I have loved this building for a really, really long time. And we've wanted to get up here in the food truck and all kinds of stuff. I don't know if you can tell, but basically the blue part of the building is the second floor. And it's a little tiny space. And the brown part of the building is the first floor, right? And it takes up all the brown, right? That coffee shop. And so the upstairs, right? I'm gonna bring us back here. And so the upstairs was rented out to someone, and they were moving, and that was advertised in our local area. And so Antonio gave a call because we were thinking, well, I don't know if we could push through the food truck another winter. So maybe if we can do something inside, right? And let's see how much the rent is because it's just so close in town and it's in that building that we love and blah, 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 blah. Well, a couple phone calls later, and we decided to buy the business. She decided to sell it, and we decided to buy it. And so what we are not purchasing the building. So she still owns the building, the current owner. We're just purchasing the coffee business from underneath and renting out that space. So you guys, remember how I've been talking about how Antonio and I can't do the winter in the food truck again and blah, 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 blah. And a brick and mortar would really be the way to go and all of this stuff. And we've been looking, well, we got it, you guys. So we are now penniless, but I think that it's a very smart investment on top of an investment that we already made. So as you can see, we are running the food truck on the outside, and then in the inside, they're still doing their normal service, you guys. And so what's going to happen in there is that we are going to start only serving hot food out of the truck a few days a week, and then selling our food cold in the inside when we're not here, right? And running the inside. So that's eventually going to happen like in the next couple of weeks. And then come the fall, Antonio's really making his dream come true. And we're going to start adding board games to the shop. So it's going to be a board game cafe eventually. So you come in and you rent a game for a couple of hours, you eat, you hang out with your friends, and play a board game. And then you go home. And you come back another week and you try a different game. So that's what we're doing. We don't have a lot of stuff to do up here, especially in the wintertime. People, you can't do stuff outside, and we don't have much inside fun stuff to do. And so it was something we really wanted, was something like that up here. And so he's going to make it, you guys. Thank you, CV. It's really exciting. And so this is what happens when you play by the rules, right? When we follow those skill sets, when we do the little reminders, stay in alignment, make all your decisions in alignment, stay manifesting, stay focused on your goals, right? All of that stuff, setting boundaries so that people don't derail you and all kind of stuff. That's all that I have done, you guys. It is not some kind of miracle. It's all the stuff that I teach you guys in the course that got me here. It's all the things that I tell you. If you make these things habits, you will be able to create, right? You will be able to create the life that you see in here. I promise. Oh, there goes Antonio. Did you see him? Yeah. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about that. I think my giant gratitude is really, I mean, it's to the universe, because the universe kind of puts it all in motion, but it's also a giant gratitude to that set of skills, right? That nicely wrapped up set of skills that no matter what area of my life I'm having the struggle bus in, I can do that. I can fix it using the skill sets that I know that I now have as habits, right? And that I know work. And so sometimes I wanted you to, like, sometimes look how many times could, oh, of course, CV, we will have jigsaw puzzles. And, you know, if you guys look past, like, through this whole year with me, right? As we've been coming out of COVID and all of those things, right? And you've seen, right? Antonio's finger and the whole, I mean, and then vaccinations and then right? Like, we couldn't win. And that's how it felt. I can't win. But I want this thing so bad. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep pushing through. And I know these things will work eventually. And I did, and it's here. Do you get it? And so it's as much a gratitude for all of these things in the universe and all of that happening, but also gratitude for finally having a skill set in my life that works and works for me. And I want you guys to experience it. I want you guys to know, like, I share all of this stuff because I want you guys to know that it works, right? It does. I promise you that it works. I want to show you every time it works for me, right? Because I want you to know that when you're feeling defeated on the journey, if you just keep pushing through with those little itty bitty steps and stay in motion, this stuff will arrive. It will come. And it may not be packaged the way you think, and it probably will come as a giant surprise to you, because that's the miracle of the whole thing. That's the magic of the universe, right? That's the piece that we can't control. But it works, you guys. And so giant gratitudes for that. Oh, I'm so excited for you, CV. I'm so glad you're getting it, you guys. It is, once it clicks for you in body and mind and life choices and all of that stuff, it gets easier after that. It just does. And, you know, it becomes a habit. And as it becomes a habit, it just becomes almost impossible for people to kick you off of your own path, right? Now I fight getting stuck off my own path as hard as I used to fight to stay on it, if that makes sense, right? Like no thing will pull me off of there unless it's an emergency, right? And so I want us to understand how imperative that commitment. I talk about the commitment all the time in the course, and I talk about it all the time. It's a commitment to self. That's all it is. It's just a commitment to make a choice for yourself and set some boundaries and all of those things, and a commitment to keep them, right? And to keep at it, right? Continue, because it will kick in, right? And the more dedicated and faithful you are to yourself and your dreams and your needs, and the more aligned you are, and the more careful and thoughtful you are, mindful about your choices, right? It's coming to you guys, I promise, right? And it comes in little bits, and then one day it will break. And that's the cycle, and I don't quite understand it, but the universe does and knows when you're ready, so that's the way it is, right? And so you really just have to spend like your life being prepared for it to break. Like, I'm ready for it to happen, universe. Whenever it happens, I'll be ready. I know what I'm going to do. I will take action. I won't let the opportunity pass, right? All of those things. And you just keep saying those things to yourself until it arrives, right? Because that keeps your mindset so clear and so focused, and it keeps out all of that negative shit from everybody else so well, right? Because if you're so busy in here working on this stuff, right, staying in your lane and blah blah blah, right, the shit that people say to you, right, just like rolls off, because who has the time to give them attention? What fools they are for wasting their energy and spoons not on themselves, right, and on judging other people or whatever it is that we're getting from the outside world. Well, fuck them. It's your life, man, and you get to do better than that this time around, right? I mean, you do. And that's how I feel about it, right? I just kind of let that shit roll. I mean, even yesterday, like, come on, man, I posted a fucking meme about joy, and some dickwad in our group in newsstand, oh, well, that's an ableist, toxic positivity thing to say. Well, no, it's not, right? Choosing joy is not about being ableist. Choosing joy is a mental decision that anyone who has a brain can make, right? It's not about being ableist. And then the people with anxiety and depression can't do that. I'm sorry, I live with both anxiety and depression, and you can do that, right? Well, you can't just post something like that without teaching it. Well, double birds, because I do teach it. And so, and like, here's the link. So that's what happens when you are grounded in who you are, you understand your value, you have your priorities in order, your boundaries are solid, right? And you are in alignment. You just go double birds, because I'm on my mission, right? And so that's the place I want us all to be. I want us to all feel solid in ourselves and solid in our choice making, however strange it may be, right? Because when you get there, the opinions of others roll off you like it's nothing. Okay. And that part is genius. For that, I will be forever grateful. Right. And so, yeah, that's my gratitude for this week. It's like a big, giant, one singular gratitude, because it was like an aha moment and an awareness and a piece that I wanted to share with you guys before it dissipates into some other thought. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I guess what we say in the States is so funny. So Joe is from the UK, and I have something to talk about, so I hope you don't leave, Joe. But yes, in the United States, we say flipping the bird. That's what we call it. It's flipping the bird. And so double birds is what I say. I think you guys can do this, right? I mean, I know you can. And I don't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for yours to break, because I get to see it happen for you. And I get to cheer along with you. And I can't wait for that to happen for you guys. I can't wait for the things that you're planning to begin to come into fruition for you. It's a really beautiful process. And it's really humbling in all of its glory, kind of thing. But I'm already at 15 minutes, and I do have to help Antonio in the truck, and I do have to do my job in there and get us going. So before I go, what I want to say is, as you know, I've had some changes, and with changes, there are going to be changes to the stuff that I do in advocacy. The biggest change that is coming the quickest is that I have to move the live stream. So I'm going to be working on Tuesdays. So I'm going to move the live stream to Wednesday. So as of this week, as I'm saying this moment, it's already scheduled for Wednesday. So not Tuesday at 11 a.m. MST, but Wednesday at 11 a.m. MST this week, we'll be doing Being Back Alive. So I'm moving us by a day so that I can keep doing it, right? I wanted to make sure that you guys don't miss it. So message out to the universe, moving it by a day. People will catch up and find out eventually, but I have to move the day. I think that's all I'm going to have to do, you guys, is just do that. So it looks like I'm going to pretty much always have Wednesdays off, which is solid, right? And then I can do the live stream on Wednesdays, and the vet's office is closed on Sunday. So I'm either going to be here working with the food truck, which means I can do this, or I'll be home and then I can do this too. And so I'm just going to move the live stream to Wednesday. Growing Gratitude is going to stay the same. Good for you, Joe. Yeah, good. Yay. I was worried because it's a whole other, Joe lives in the UK. She's very far away from where I live, and I worry about the time zones and all of those things, because she's not the only one from the UK that watches these things. And I want to make sure that when I move stuff, it's not like 2 a.m. in the UK and I'm an idiot. So yay. Cool, good for you. I'm excited. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just moving it a day, and I didn't want you guys to miss, and I wanted to make sure that I said that before I said goodbye. So that's what's going on. I'm sure when we meet on Wednesday, I will have lots to tell you about returning to work on Tuesday. So that will be certainly a fun kind of at least interesting live, I imagine. But that's it for me for now. Oh, thank you, CV. Thank you so much for my congratulations. I will share them with Antonio. I'm going to go hop in the truck and help him now. And that's it for gratitude this week, you guys. I will be back on Wednesday with Being Back Alive at 11 a.m. MST. And then, of course, I'll be back next Sunday with the next Growing Gratitude. In between, I will see you guys out and about on the interweb, of course. I love seeing your comments to stuff like this. I love seeing your thumbs up. Those are the things that let me know I'm connecting with you guys. Otherwise, I have no way to take temperature. So I appreciate that. I love your shares. I love your comments. So please feel free to leave them wherever you're watching the video, because I do get them all. And if it's something that you want to say to me privately, you can always email me directly at info@beccalory.com, or you can use the contact page on my website, which goes directly to me, and that is beccalory, LORY.com. All of this stuff is in the description of the video. Until then, I will see you guys. Yeah. All right. Have a good Sunday, you guys. Get out there. Do some gratitude, then seek joy, share joy, create joy, all the joys. And I will see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys.